Hey everyone, we are going to do an adjustment here. So we are going to do this image instead for the wind up. I didn't catch this part in the manga, and the commissioner told me, hey, let's do this frame for the wind up. So he's gonna do this before he puts his hands up, and we're gonna draw this right now. So I'm just taking a look at it. Killua always looks relaxed, concentrated, cool, goal-oriented, and here he has this like little crouching pose, looking straight at the guy with a calm face, telling him he's wrong, telling him he guessed wrong or something like that. Classic Killua. So okay, so just taking a look at the pose. He's leaning down, his head looking forward, leaning up. And we're gonna do it so that he's like facing, yeah, since the legs he's shifting to are facing, his body's facing away from the camera, it might be kind of hard to tell that he is going to that his hands are going to be in front of him. So I might adjust the pose a little bit so that it's a little bit more clear to the manga pose. Let's see here. I'm going to figure this out. And then once we get the sketch in, I think we'll stop there and send a draft so that like we can see what that looks like. So we're going to go to HB pencil here. We're going to go black. And then we'll go into flipbook mode here. So let's see. We're going to keep alt tabbing or command tabbing to this picture here. Gotta stare at the reference like this. So I'm wondering if it would be cool that he steps forward into this pose, or if he just crouches into the pose. Because here he stepped forward from the idle pose. So maybe instead of this forward step, because honestly this step is not very exciting, it might be cooler if he kind of keeps that smear, but just kind of winds up from here. So here's what I'll do instead. I'm gonna move the frame around. I'm gonna move this one to here, and we'll kind of move everything back. And I'm gonna keep this frame for now. Actually, this one should be in between. Kind of move everything around. Okay, so it's gonna be here, but I really don't want that. You know, is there a way to like, I want to cut this. Maybe I'll just kind of move it out of the way. Yeah, I'll just take this frame and kind of just put it over there for now, and then we're gonna replace this frame with something else. Okay, here. Whoops. That was wrong. Hold on, how do I delete this now? Delete, there we go. It's called content, delete content. So much time just to set things up. In Krita you could select multiple frames and move them, but in Procreate you cannot, so it's a little bit tedious. Okay, so we have our frame now. Everything in Procreate is a different workflow, but we're gonna get used to it. Still has the same capabilities. Okay, so we're gonna do it so that he's facing the so that his body is toward the viewer, so that we stay true to the manga poses. So, you know, it's not really made clear in the manga, like, is he shifting his leg this way and that way? It just, here's from the front, and then the attack poses from his back. So we'll just show both of them, you know? How much is he crouching down here? His legs are pretty bent. Let's start with his pelvis here first. Wide stance, pelvis, if I were to drop a plumb line down, pelvis kind of comes between his feet here, so probably be lower, like around right here. Just gonna get the angle of the legs. I think the stance is gonna be wider than this, actually. Just gonna feel it out. I think it's fine to do the torso and pelvis as bean bags. I didn't have a topic in mind for this video. Forgot to prepare that. I have to remember to prepare that. But again, we can come up with a topic in the middle of the video. What shall our topic be today? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Well, we'll figure it out as we're going. I'm just trying to get the angle of the torso correct. We can talk about freelancing. So I have had pretty much consistent freelance work for the past, I don't know, however many weeks I've been making this video, since I made those 2 Night Guys, the Dragon Girl, and now these. And then there's another studio, like it's sort of an independent studio that's rising up and making a new game. I can't talk about what they're doing because I really don't like NDA work, and I haven't really looked at all the contracts yet. But for this new company, they're gonna hire me for animation work, pretty similar to this. It's like assets for games and stuff. I don't know if they're gonna be having me do designs or just animations. I'm not really 100% sure yet. But the idea is, his shoulders here, his head is like pretty low, so we'll bring the neck down here, bring his head like right there as he's winding up and looking up at the guy. His body is looking a little bit scrawny right now, actually. I wasn't looking at the onion skins. I mean, this is a pretty low crouch, yeah, but I think that might be too low. Might lengthen his legs a little bit. Lengthen all the pieces, the torso, the arms, and then bring his head up right there. That might be too high. So what was I talking about? Yeah, freelance for this new company, and I've been figuring out like new and better ways to like do negotiations, to set my prices, things that are like fair to me, fair to my time, and because I have a history of underpricing myself, so I don't want to do that. And with this new company, I mean, they're very indie, and the director is very ambitious. So I like his drive, and I recognize that a lot of the team members might not have a lot of professional experience. We had a little meeting, and it's like they might not have a whole lot. Some of them do, some of them don't. I gotta look at the contracts and see if it's good for me. So we'll find out. I can't exactly match the passion of these young guns who are doing things that I tried to do before, and I ran into my problems, and I could speak to them from experience and be like, hey, there's this and that we need to do. I think that that might be good, it might be helpful to them, but even with it's not just animation time, like do I want to spend time and energy like consulting them, like I'm not getting paid for that, but I want to help any project succeed, of course, and any project that I'm a part of, I want to make sure that it succeeds. So just by participating in a project where I can potentially earn like maybe royalties or something, I do want to make sure that it's a successful project. His head is tucked in even more, and even looking up at a kind of a slight angle. I'm kind of feeling the timing of this now when he crouches down. There's definitely going to be an in-between here. I think. Maybe not. We might not need it, actually. We might not need it in between. We'll save that. So I should get out of here and delete that frame that I just made. Or actually, we'll just undo. There. Yeah, okay. I don't like the flipbook spawns in the middle, too. Okay. So it is a similar smear, but we're just gonna change the smear lines because we're coming from low now. I think this pose looks right. Okay. And then yeah. Okay, so to lock in the pose, we're gonna start drawing now. Just gonna erase a little bit out here and start, kind of drawing some of the features. So here we have this, again, Hunter x Hunter characters have tiny faces, large craniums, full of hair. He has the cool hair. Like, okay, so the trend, the cool hair, I'm referring to him, Kakashi, and Gojo from what's that? Jujutsu Kaisen. They all have the same hair, just this cool white hair. Imagine a world where kids grew up with like natural white hair. Yeah, they would be the cool kid. I'm sure they would be the cool kid. They figured it out in anime, and I'm sure if that would happen in real life too, they would be cool. I'm sure, kids can have blonde hair, but there's still going to be some yellow, brown, tan tint to that. What if it was just straight white? That'd be dope. It wouldn't look good on me, I got dark skin. They got light skin too, so white hair, light skin. It looks cool for some reason. So him, Gojo, Kakashi, cool, calm, and collected, smart, thinking, able characters. Always have some kind of plan or contingency. There's something about him. Something about the white hair. Wait. Okay. Okay, neck over here with his little collar, shoulder over here. Let's bring this shoulder down. We want to think about silhouette. And this shoulder should be behind his chin. So if his head is really crouched down that much, it's like tucking into his shoulders. So we can bring the shoulder up and this shoulder up. Yeah, that looks better. And as far as the crouch, I think his pelvis can be brought down a little bit. Bring the legs down a little bit. That looks right. That looks good. There's something slightly off about this pose. I think, yeah, okay, hands a little bit closer together. And then where do his elbows go? Gonna get the angle of his elbows. This one pretty much comes straight down and in. And then angle of the thumbs and the fingers, let's get that. Thumbs, fingers here. And then this one, thumb comes out like that. And fingers come straight forward like that. Yeah, there we go. Yes. There we go, Killua. Okay. Okay, I think this is good. I think we'll stop here. And then we'll carry on with the line art in a little bit. I'm just going to send this as a draft to the commissioner, and then we'll move forward from there. So I'll talk to you guys later. God bless. Bye-bye.